I'll tell you one thing. Life doesn't start getting hard until people you love stop believing in you. And people that have supported you stop looking for what you've told them you were going to do, because you haven't come through, because your word hasn't been kept. All those dreams and goals we spoke of and got excited about and told our family members and friends, they remember. Don't be surprised when they're not supportive if nothing that we've spoken has come to fruition. It's the way of life. And it gets a little harder when you get negative, sometimes warranted, sometimes unwarranted criticism. Sometimes it gets so hard that as soon as you receive that, your morale and your self-esteem take a tremendous hit. And that's to be expected. And it's going to keep on happening. Let me be the first to tell you that that's going to keep on happening. Even when we reach a certain level of skill, a certain level of adaptation to certain things, there is always someone better, faster, smarter, more courageous. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually what you need. That's actually what we need. Because otherwise we become lackadaisical, lazy bums that give up on their dreams and goals. I have a lot of dreams and goals. I put myself on the line by telling my couple hundred friends on Twitter that I'm going to write a book, and to hold me to it this year of 2023. Now, what's going to happen if in 2024, January 1st, I didn't write the book? Well, what's going to happen is, being that I don't post every day and all the time, and maybe I'm not as interesting or funny or much of a catalyst yet, the little to no engagement that I do get on Twitter will become absolutely zero, nil, nada, if I don't write the book this year. So listen, guys, promise big, dream big, but just know that when we don't come through on our word, especially on promises we make to ourselves, people are just not going to take us serious. And we shouldn't be mad, though we feel mad about it. Let's just sit in the anger, but then come to the realization and the conclusion that most things that anger us have a lot to do with us, if not 100%. Because nobody makes us feel anything that we don't already internally have a seed for. And when these people talk about doing work on yourself and healing, that's what they're talking about. What makes us mad? So mad that we can't function properly in our everyday lives. What makes us so mad? Why do we get so mad for certain things? Me personally, I have a chip on my shoulder. I was always a little dude. I'm like 5'9", $168. I used to be way smaller, like 145. I was like that for years and years. And finally I said, okay, it's time to do some push-ups, lift some dumbbells, eat more. I didn't know I was malnourished until I was older and understood what real meals were like. just work on yourself. Promise to yourself and say the things you want to accomplish out loud. There's nothing wrong with saying these things out loud. The problem arises when we give in and don't do. There's no problem in doing and failing and feeling terrible about how crappy and shitty we are at something. But there's a lot to be wished for when procrastination takes a hold of us. And it's like a demon. It's like a demon. If you are spiritual at all, it helps to think of procrastination and laziness as demons that take hold of you. Because to be our better versions, our best versions, our optimal versions of whatever it is we want to be competent in, laziness and procrastination will be our number one enemy.